second.
So we have a guest today.
What?
What? It's so very exciting.
It's so magical.
Oh, get out. Get out right now. There's the door.
Okay.
But first, before, what is on your sleeve? Explain this to me, sir.
I am wearing a Jerry Russo outfit.
Oh, I love that you're cataloging it right now.
And you can see right here that when you're, for people who don't know, when you're wearing clothes.
We're pulling a Deloise.
On the television shows, they, oh my God.
Hi.
Selena.
Yeah, that's
Look,
fair.
I'm wearing a Jerry Russo shirt.
He's doing a bit.
And
you're doing a bit.
From episode 208. You remember that episode specifically?
God, no.
Hey, it's so good to see your face.
Hi, I'm sorry. I just had like a 3-hour therapy session, so I'm feeling all the feels right now.
That's good. Get it out.
That is important. You're feeling good?
Yeah, I really am. It was good sessions, It was good things. I miss you guys so much.
We miss you too.
Thank you for coming on. We were just talking about, we were talking about the audition process and just kind of like walking down memory lane. Do you remember, did you audition for Wizards or was it a direct offer?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay.
I definitely did. And it was really fun though. I actually feel most comfortable with this character more than I've felt with anything else.
Yeah.
And it was really great. I just remember testing and I felt really good about it.
Am I on crack that we read together? Because I remember that.
You might be.
I might, right? Okay, because I remember because I auditioned for Alex. I actually flew out from Texas.
Did you know that?
Yeah, so I flew out from Texas because we were talking about this last episode. Or one of the episodes we were talking about this, about how, because they had told me come do the reoccurring character, and I was broke as hell at the time, so I was like, I can't afford to do that. So they called me out for Alex, and I flew out for that, and then they handed me Harper last minute.
Oh, dear.
And I have this, so I had this so it was like a last minute thing at the 21st floor on the Disney building.
So do you remember reading together or no? That was not something that...
I swear, I've been in psychosis, so maybe I've forgotten. So I don't know.
Memory is a weird thing. Maybe I made that up. I don't know.
But now wait a minute. Didn't you do 2 pilots or not? I'm not talking about the Amazing O'Malleys. Do you remember that?
It was the Sweet Life of spinoff.
Ah, so you had done that and Wizards, and you were waiting to see which one went.
Yes, I did a few guest appearances on Sweet Life and then Hannah Montana, and they were really supportive in wanting to find something. I would have to say that was all Judy Taylor, and in my eyes, I felt like she saw something in me at 11, and it came into fruition when I, was obviously on this show. Which I could not be more thankful that I ended up being a part of this with you guys.
Yeah, of course. And, we were talking because I don't know if you know this, but I auditioned. Well, I mean, obviously, because there was a different guy who was the dad on the Amazing O'Malleys. Okay, duh. But I decided not to do the show on purpose because I wanted the negotiations didn't go the way that I wanted. And then when, it turned into, them offering me a season of the show, I couldn't turn that down, and I'm glad I didn't.
Which I was telling him, he didn't know the whole Disney thing where it was basically you knew the show was going to go for 3 or 4 years. And he's like, I thought it was going to go 1.
Did you know that? Wait a minute. Did you know that?
I thought that was a known thing.
That it wasn't like we're doing a pilot. It's like if they picked up the show, it was going to go for at least the season or 3 seasons.
Yeah, no, I remember them saying multiple seasons.
Wow, I feel very silly. Okay, so I didn't know that.
Hey, it wasn't your fault.
No. Okay, what do you remember? What are some of the things you remember about the show? What are some of the things that you Yeah, just walk.
How about this? What was your favorite memory? Wait, do you remember which episode we shot first?
That was the wasn't it the I was wearing a blue shirt.
Remember the outfit? I love it.
Isn't it the weird the shit you remember?
Well,
I know. I know it was us in a store, me and
no, that was the first. The Crazy Minute 10-minute sale was the first one that aired, but we shot the Magic Carpet episode first. And
Did we?
yeah, and do
Yeah.
you remember we were on the carpet, it was moving, and we both leaned back and we fell.
fell.
And I had all these thoughts as we were falling. Oh no, we're falling. Oh no, she's gonna get hurt. Oh no, she's the lead of the show. We can't get her hurt because there was what's his name with the. I'll tell that in a second. But I don't know if you remember, but I threw my body underneath you so that you wouldn't get injured. I sacrificed myself.
Oh my God.
For you and the show.
What a martyr.
But what's his name from? It was it Cody in the house because he had hurt his head or something.
Oh, Corey.
Corey in the house.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Where he like.
So, I was
didn't he like
concerned.
jump off like a boat? He didn't jump off a boat. I'm getting all the shows confused.
Or something. But back to what Jen was saying. What was something that you remembered from the beginning that you loved?
Because we were just talking about how special that first season was because it was ours. It wasn't anybody else's yet. So what's
I
like?
mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't we have to ask people to come see the show?
Yeah,
We were not aired until we were done with the entire first season, which I always thought was such a great thing. You know,
Well, and I remember everyone giving us shit because, we were the Harry Potter spinoff and how dare we? Like, I remember, do you remember that? I remember everyone being pissed that, like,
Oh yeah, I mean, I remember certain people weren't allowed to watch us because it was wizardry.
literally,
right.
my, like, sweet Southern Baptist church told me that I had to quit the show because it was witchcraft. And I was like, I won't be doing that. Thank you, though.
very interesting. I have a question. What did you feel when you did the Amazing O'Malley's? You and David were twins. There was a magic shop, not a sub shop. And then when you came into, the actual show, what was your feeling of how it was different?
I can't imagine it any other way. I remember being nervous, but as long as David was there, I was like, okay, I'm good. I just was like, for the first beginning, I was like, well, I just don't want a new family. And like, I felt like I bonded with everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, little did I know that I ended up with everyone I needed to be in my life. I think I felt safe. And that's a really hard thing for me to feel. And I know that you guys love me for me. There's not really, you guys genuinely loved me. And that's all I could have asked for. The unconditional trust and bond we had. I miss so much.
I'm not kidding. That made me. Tissue, please.
But that was what was so special about our cast is the fact that like that was an experience and a special time I think in all of our lives that we'll all share and we'll all like we don't have that with anyone else.
It was
you know
the
what I mean?
beginning.
And that's
I have to say with the same, and I'm so lucky and grateful that I get to be a part of all these other projects, but I tell people all the time I've never had that feeling that I've had with the whole Wizards crew, not just you guys.
yeah.
Also, you guys,
it was a special group of people.
to know that then is what made it so special. And I'm not throwing Jake under the bus, but I've talked to him recently and he's like, I had no idea how special it was. Now that he's worked in different, machinations, we really were a family, even though we aren't blood related, I feel very close to you guys. I feel we experienced something that it's very rare in this business that you get to bond with people like that.
Yeah. And I mean, I'd be lying if I said that at the time there wasn't a part of me that was like, oh, I'm ready to move on. Because you're a teenager and you're an idiot and you don't know better. But it's like having the space and the time from it, I think you can really look at it and be like, you can appreciate it for what it is. Because David and I like rewatched some of the episodes and we were just talking about how when you have some distance from it, you can actually like, it doesn't feel like you. And then some things are so like that memory just comes right back and you can appreciate it so much more.
I can't begin to tell you guys without making it such a little cry session. I felt like I was the happiest I'd been my whole life. And I don't want that to be a sad thought because I'm really grateful and happy, but it was definitely the happiest times for me. And I recognize that obviously it's because I have this different attention on me that I just didn't have then. And that was a really pure time. And
You can pick your nose in public, you mean?
Yeah. It's like, when you mooned the paparazzi. Do you remember doing that?
Wait,
When we were at a
what?
baseball game or something.
Yes. He pulled his
That's
pants
so
down.
grown up of me.
What is it? Doesn't surprise
I
me
just
at
died
all.
laughing.
Oh my
It was
God.
so great.
I don't think they printed that though. I remember. Okay, so our first season, we were at a different stage, and
Yeah, stage 4.
and we had to walk outside to go to our dressing rooms. And I remember there was people like at the gate toward the end of what we're seeing, and they were taking pictures, and I was like, oh wow, they're taking pictures of us. This is interesting because I had not. I mean, I had worked a lot, but I hadn't been paparazzied. You know what I mean? That hadn't happened to me yet. So that was a big indication for me that the show was going to be popular. And
Definitely.
the other thing was I was at the Grove going down the escalator one time, and some kids behind me recognized my voice. And that's how I was like, what? When was the first time you were recognized from the show? Do you remember that?
Yeah, actually. I was, I think, maybe 6. No. Oh God, I don't remember how old I was, but it was this one girl, and she was really sweet, and she was Mexican like me, and she just said that her dream had always her dream was that she always wished that somebody like her was on TV,
Oh.
and it was such a sweet compliment, and she loved the show, and I remember I was like, my people, yes.
Well, that was such a special thing about the show too, because I didn't realize just right out of the gate, even in the first episode, like, or not the first season. Well, you talked so much about like how like it was a mixed race family, and like it was such a cool thing. Because had Disney done that before?
I don't think
The
so.
only time they did is That's So Raven, but ever since
Oh, that's true.
that was the only one at the time. So
Yeah.
it was, now you can see that they've expanded and they're doing all kinds of things, and I love that it's evolved the channel. But I do feel like we were like the second or third.
Yeah, because I remember that being. I mean, I learned a lot because like I wasn't around a lot of Hispanic cultures, and so like the quinceañera episode, I
my
learned all
favorite.
about that.
That's my favorite episode that we got to dance, and you taught me we did like the box dance and everything, and I felt like that was, sitcom is set up, joke, set up, joke, but I felt like that episode we got to really, have a wonderful father-daughter bonding thing, which was so great.
You guys had a lot of great moments like that.
Okay, so you can't pick that episode. What's your either favorite episode or just other than Quinceañera? Do you remember any titles
Yes, I
of the
do.
episodes? What?
I do. And this one's, I don't know why I tend to go to the really emotional stuff. It's just who I am. And I just got out of therapy. That's why. Hello.
We'll
but
extend therapy.
I remember I was actually going through a breakup, or I mean, it was 18 million breakups, but I remember I had to shoot this scene where I was crying over Mason, and I allowed myself to just feel sad, and I thought it was so beautiful to have Maria there, and just the way I felt, close to her meant so much to me. And then I can't forget the damn marker dress that you wore. I don't know why, but you had 1,000 pins and markers on you. And I remember being in the sub shop all the time. Like, I remember scenes when there was aliens, when your character found out that we were magic, and then Zeke finding out. That was such a funny episode.
Oh my gosh. I know, like that, the amount of times, like rewatching it, I just remember how much time we spent at the top of the stairs, that spiral staircase, like waiting to come down.
Right in the rewatch, I remember. And then to go downstairs, you had to like kind of duck.
Yeah, totally.
I was telling my wife, I was like, I totally forgot. You have to wait up there. Like if you're in the middle of the scene, it's the worst. And then going down the stairs, you had to kind of like duck,
Or like
that is so funny.
Or like a Tribeca Park.
Dude,
Like, go ahead.
I also remember our prayers, and here's the funny part.
Yeah,
is
we were
that
talking
I don't
about
even
that
know
last
if we
episode.
were all believing in God, but I really enjoyed that. It was more just like a huddle, I guess we should say.
Yeah.
But it was really special, and I loved that part.
Did you start that? Because we were talking
started
about
that?
it, like
Yeah.
that we did that, and it was wonderful.
Definitely,
You did.
yeah, I think it was me
Okay.
and David.
Okay. Because we were trying to figure out who started that. I remember that, and I remember you would write like whoever you were dating at the time, you would write like S plus whatever initial on the back of that.
Oh, the set?
Do you remember that? Yeah, of the set, of that swing set that would come out for the. I remember that.
Of
So
course I do.
yeah, like I just remember that
what
so
did you
distinctly.
what would you write? You would write like
in Sharpie.
a boy's name and then cross it out and write the next boy's
Yes!
name?
I love. Yeah, honestly, you know what? Yes. And people, I remember I had it about Cole and Dylan Sprouse at one time. I was a hopeless romantic, you know?
Which is good. We
Yeah.
all need that in our lives.
Yeah,
you know?
but I remember the prayer, and then I remember like all of the Sharpie, and then like the crossed out Sharpie, and then like moved on to the next person.
But I did love that we did that. We not only bonded over that, but we also got to give thanks, which I think we all need to do at all
great way to
times.
start the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really great way.
Do you have any questions for us,
And
Selena?
what I also loved about the show is that nobody had any space for ego on the show. And I really appreciated that because I felt that I was equally treated. And I feel that that was so rare because, and I hate to say that because that sounds weird, but I can't relate to that feeling. I just only know people to be beside me, not anywhere else.
Yeah.
Just right
It was
there.
a true
I cannot
ensemble.
fathom. That's what I'm saying. Our show would not be our show if you weren't there. If you weren't there. If David wasn't there. It just simply wouldn't be the same. And that's beautiful.
It is. I remember something, and I've never told you this, but you know, we would shoot like I think we went to a Tuesday shooting time. One time we would rehearse Wednesday, Thursday, Friday,
the Monday, Tuesday
and then
schedule.
you sometimes would go. You know, Friday night you would get on a plane and go perform in Texas, and then perform over there and perform back. And I was walking you out one time, and you're like, why did I want to do singing too?
Oh, that's so.
You don't remember.
Oh no.
Well, you've done pretty well. You've done pretty well.
Thanks.
There were lots of schoolroom naps too from those long weekends.
Oh, definitely. Do you remember how we got every teacher to quit?
Yeah. I like Daphne was the one you and I tortured that woman.
I know.
Like we tortured her. So, you remember like I used to like draw on like her because it was ridiculous because she would bring in like those like things that were like for like grade school children, and we were in high school, so it was like for like every holiday. And then she would like make me like write Bible verses when I cursed, which I cursed like a sailor at that point, so that just made me want to do it more.
You guys were very mature.
We were very mature.
And I'm going to say one more thing, and then we're going to do our crystal ball segment, by the way.
I like that you call it a segment.
Yeah. But when I asked you how you had such impeccable timing, you guys were so, clever and funny, so young. And you said to me, don't tell anybody, but I've watched every episode of Friends. And I guess you weren't allowed to watch Friends or something, but you...
Good.
No, I was just going to say you were very influenced by them, right?
1,000%. And now I've had the opportunity to meet some of them, and I freak out to this day.
But why at 14 did you say don't say anything?
I think it was because I wasn't really... Actually, I do know why. It triggered certain people.
Okay.
And I just had to be annoyingly shy about it.
All right,
Got
that's
it.
fair.
Okay, we haven't done this yet. It's our first time.
Yeah.
So the
You're
crystal
our
ball
first
segment.
guest.
By the way, this is a wizard's
gosh.
wand.
Hey,
Merchandise.
that's mine.
Yes, right. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, this is.
You
that
go
was
in there. You get
out
one.
here.
Get
Yeah,
one.
they're just
Get a
random
question.
questions that Deloise.
Some are about the show. Some are about life.
Okay.
Great.
Oh, this
I
one.
love this.
Yeah, this one is very deep. In honor of the Waverly substation, what is your sandwich of choice?
Hold
Yeah,
on.
we.
Hold on.
Deloise
These are
has.
the menu that I stole from the set.
Oh my god! So you said pickles?
Yeah. You know I didn't ever
know.
eat sandwiches, neither did my character.
You
I would
grossed me out so much
the
when you would
fried
just
pickles,
no,
right?
no, it wasn't that. You would drink pickle juice, and it grossed me out
That's not
so
okay.
much. I literally would look at you, and I'd just be like, "Ugh." Like I'm sorry, I love you, but like
I
it was
loved
so
it.
gross. Here, all right, you pick one.
Okay, next question.
Oh my god, I can't with you in this
I
one.
can't get this open.
Here.
Open says me. All right, listen.
You're a mess. Oh.
Interesting. I had to pre-read it. By the way, did you know I'm dyslexic, right? So I had to pre-read everything before we read it. So what has been your biggest mistake so far? And you can't say a boy's name.
Okay, Jesus.
I know some of these are like really light. We got you with the sandwich question, and now we're coming in hot.
Yeah.
It's
You
tough.
know what? Probably not staying in touch with you guys.
Oh, shit. You're going to make me cry. Come on.
No, honestly.
I appreciate you saying that because I know you
Well,
and
but
I.
it wasn't-
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And I know I wasn't really, I think I slowly became like kind of shamed. Like I felt ashamed of the decisions that I made, and I didn't want you guys to see me in the state that I was in. Because A, you would have told me the truth, which terrifies me, and B, I didn't want to let you down.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Well, that's really sweet. And thank you for saying that. I miss you.
Yeah.
And I'm happy you're doing well now.
Yeah. Because I mean that is I appreciate you saying that too. Because I to be perfectly blunt, like there has been times where I'm like, did we stop being friends because I didn't tell her what she wanted to hear? You know what I mean? And that kind of thing. So I appreciate you being
Of
that
course,
honest,
they're all
you know?
valid, and I appreciate you guys, I mean, dearly, and I love you so much.
But that's
in a
also-
way that I've never loved anybody else.
But but the beautiful thing is
We
like
love you too.
we love you too. And the beautiful thing is like, we get older, we learn and we can be open and honest and blunt and and that's the beautiful thing about it is like we don't have to stay in that place.
Right.
That's what I've learned from my therapy sessions. So
Okay, one more. Three's a charm.
Why do we have to do one more?
Oh, okay. We're going
if
to
you
do
wanna-
all of them. Here,
no,
Jen,
we're not
up
going to do
you.
all of them. There's so
I
many in
picked
here.
it for
All right, I'll do one more, and then you do
Okay,
one more, and then
okay.
we'll call it.
This is so fun.
Okay.
Isn't this fun?
I know, it is fun.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Okay, so what piece of clothes? Why am I getting all the like bullshit questions? I'm like, what the?
Listen,
like,
I'm already
I'm picking
crying.
another one.
I
I don't
wasn't
like.
expecting it to go.
I don't
Okay,
like
yeah.
that one. That one's
Jen's
nonsense.
changing
I'm
the
changing.
rules.
I'm changing
Okay.
the rules. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, what is a storyline you'd like to have explored with your character?
Oh, that's a good one.
I mean, we did do 109 episodes. There's a lot of storylines.
I was going to say,
We went a lot
you
of
know what I
directions.
want to see? I want to see the older version of everyone.
Yeah, I
There
do
was
too.
one. I mean, we could do it again, Selena. We could do another. But there was an episode where you were like there was a woman who was a painter or something. There was an episode where there was
Oh, the Future Harper episode. That one, right?
where you.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Where we like went in the future.
I'm talking about us, though.
There was a thing on the internets where you and David were having dinner and you talked about where it would be and he had you as a spinster or something, right?
Yes,
Such an outdated term. Come on.
Okay, I'm
It was so silly because I think Jake got really upset, and
Yeah.
it was a joke. It was definitely a joke.
Yeah.
There wasn't any like we weren't writing anything, or it was like we had meetings. So it was actually just us being silly. And don't get me wrong, I think about it all the time. Because I mean, why wouldn't I? But yeah.
Well, at some point, maybe we'll do something. That would be
Yeah,
really
I always
fun.
tell people because obviously, like we all get asked
But
that
this
question.
is like a reunion now. We get to reminisce. It's so
I'm not
fun.
there. I'm in New York.
Okay,
Well,
when
but
you're
you'll be-
back here,
when
we have
you're
109 episodes to go through. So when you're back in LA, you let us know, and then you can come in.
I will. You guys, it's my show shoots here and I really love it, but I'm so bummed I'm not going to be there.
Well, you get to enjoy New York, and then when you're back here,
You're here now.
Enjoy that
You're
too.
here with us right now. So
Thank you.
that is good. How's that going? Are you enjoying yourself and having fun?
Yes. It's so awesome working with Steve and Marty. They're just, I mean, they're brilliant. They're lovely. They're smart. They are always on time, kind to everything.
Is that a big deal? Have you worked
yes.
with a lot of people that are not on time?
I am easily, if I'm not 10 minutes early, I freak out. Like on the way here,
Oh,
I
God
was
bless you.
sweating. Like I was sweating because I was like, oh my God, I didn't mean to, blah, blah, blah. But it was therapy. But anyway, it was yeah, they're just lovely. I have the best time, and they're constantly doing bits. It's hysterical. I'm like, now I know all their bits, so I'm kind of like, oh, here's the punchline.
Yeah, that's like my dad. I use his same jokes all the time. Hold on one second. Hello?
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, you called me on the wrong one.
I didn't realize he was telling me that he did the I'm just gonna call it the banana phone bit, but where you would make everything a phone. I didn't realize you did
answer
that.
everything.
Oh,
I didn't realize
yeah.
you did that all through the show. Do you remember that? I didn't remember that.
Of course I do. And I also remember Jeff Garland doing beep boop.
Yeah, beep boop.
Yeah. Boop, boop, boop.
Which I think he stole from me because in the first episode, I go like this to you. Beep boop, and you're like, "What are you doing?" And I said, "I'm fast forwarding to the part where you tell me something."
We had some good one-liners, you guys.
We really
I was laughing.
did.
I'm rewatching the show. My wife's in the kitchen, and I'm laughing at myself. And she's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?"
I have to say, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, there was a part of me that was like, "Oh God, I don't want to rewatch the show," but I've actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding me? Gosh. Well, I have a little sister, and she's 9, so she's fallen in love with the show. And even before she was born, sometimes I would be by myself, and I would just throw on an episode to fall asleep to. I just loved it.
Who's her favorite character?
Oh, I don't know if she has one, because she gets mad at my character a lot. I think she's got a crush on David.
That's fair.
Who didn't?
Well, Harper did the first season.
Yeah,
I forgot how much they pushed
But it's so
that.
weird because he's like dating Lucy and you're just obsessed with him. But it's so weird. Like he's like trying to kiss her and you're like, he's mine.
It was a strange arc that just kind of fell off.
Yeah.
I think when Zeke came up, but anyway.
It was very interesting.
Yeah.
This is so fun to have you here. This is
I'm so happy.
okay. We'll end with one more question. How about that?
And then we'll let you go back to your day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sad. I don't want
I'm gonna pick it and you read it. Okay. Okay. If it's a stupid question, then you can pick another one.
Oh, no, this is a good one.
Jennifer approves.
Stamp of approval.
Love it.
All right. What would you have told yourself when you were on Wizards?
That's a good one.
Oh,
We're gonna wrap up your extended therapy session with that question.
But we won't charge you. It's okay.
Yeah.
oh God. Ooh. I don't know. Somebody say something first.
Okay, I'll answer the question.
Yeah, go for it.
What would I told myself? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it and enjoy a little more because I really wanted it to be the best. Like I'm trying to be a perfectionist with everything. I think I would have,
Mine would be savor it.
Savor it.
Mine would be savor it.
Pressure's
Because
on.
I was so at the time I was so ready to like go to the next thing. I wish I had just savored it a little bit more. All right, you're up.
I know.
We stumped her.
It did, and I don't know why. I guess maybe
okay.
because there's so much I probably would have said to myself.
Yeah.
Because I relate to both of your answers. I wish that I had maybe known how hard it was going to get, but to know that I'd get on the other side of it. I think that is what I think. I don't know why that's so weird for me to answer that.
Well, I hear you saying.
Go back
Yeah. But I hear you telling yourself it's going to be okay, right? You're going to get through it because you're getting through it.
Yeah, definitely.
I love how I took your words and I made them something. Sorry.
You made it sound pretty.
I hope you're proud of yourself because I'm incredibly proud of you.
I'm proud of
and
you.
where you find yourself now. So
And
you know that we love you and we're always here for you if you ever need it. Even if you take a break from us and you need a minute from all of this chaos.
We're always here for you.
Yeah.
I love you guys so much. And
Love
what
you
are you
too.
what are y'all doing? Can I do this again?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah,
no,
of course.
so we're, like I said, so this is like our Wizards rewatch podcast.
How about this?
Yeah.
Pick a specific episode, watch that episode, and then we'll do another show about that specific one.
Yeah.
Sounds good?
And then
I already know what episode.
yeah, when you're back in LA.
Okay.
Okay. So when you're done with the season and you're back in LA, we'll have you in the studio.
No, I have to go back for the last week of December.
Okay.
Okay.
Done. We'll make it happen. We'll have your people
Okay,
talk to our people.
Are you kidding me? Jennifer just texted me.
No,
I
I'm
also-
joking. I'm being silly.
Can I tell you how much I fucking like? Excuse my French. How much I fucking appreciate that.
Honestly,
Do you know people
that's
like?
what drives me apologizing fucking insane.
Yes, it
It's
drives me
wild.
nuts. Life is too short. And again, like what you were saying about like how when we did the show, part of what was so special about it is the fact that like everybody was on the same playing field.
It shows character of that person. Selena, smile. We're going to take a picture.
Oh my God.
Smile.
Cute.
Here. They're not going to be able to see that.
I'll zoom in. Okay.
Oh, my
It's
Lord.
my job. It's my job.
Okay, this is so fun. I already know which episode, but
Okay.
And text Jennifer
Will you
so we can watch it.
well, yeah, I was gonna also say, put us in a group message.
Yeah, I'll put us in a group chat so that way like we're all in contact.
Thank you for being here
Yeah.
and saying all that wonderful, sweet
Yeah.
stuff. And I've always thought of you as my favorite fake daughter and my favorite fake daughter's friend.
Oh, thank you, Dalaris.
I love
appreciate
you guys so much. This was so nice and made my whole day.
Oh, good. And thank you for coming on. And
Love you.
Love you too.
I love you guys.
Have a great day.
We'll talk to you
How do I get out
soon.
of here?
That's a lead question.
Wait, hold on.
know
I
it's
got
gonna
it.
hang up.
I got it.
Oh my God! Stop! I'm gonna take this away from you.
Isn't she fun? That was so nice that she got to
That was very sweet.
join us for that. And good questions.
Yeah. See, weren't those great?
Yes, that was
I
a
like
very good idea.
I'm glad.